how's it going? I'm Rachel, Samantha's friend. I heard your plane finally got in. Well, welcome to Bayview. Hey, if you haven't already guessed it, what you're hearing is the car's short message system, otherwise known as SMS. I don't know if you're familiar with it, so I set it up for first-time use. Read the instructions to find out how it works. Now check out the mini-map. It's simple to use, but make sure you get familiar with it. This is the big city, you know. I need my ride back soon, so meet me at the car lot highlighted on the mini-map.
Yo, Rachel! Heads up for some runs for you. Bunch of losers gathering for some racing. Now it's a chance to add some easy coin to your account. I'm sending you the locations right now. I see you there.
Hey, Rachel. What up, girl?
Man, you got to be kidding me. Dial down your ego, kid. Just cause you're in Rachel's car don't mean anything. Throw down some cash and let's do this. No mercy. See you at the finish line, son.
Hey, dude, what's the holdup? You lost or something? The car lot is on the mini-map. Hurry up and get over here. I don't have all night.
Hey, what are you doing to Rachel's ride? Oh, you're that dude I heard about. Well, let's welcome you the right way. The map is gonna show you the course. All out straight.
You better haul over here ASAP or I'm putting the word out on you. And that means no more racing till I say so. Get over here, now. Finally, where have you been with my ride, huh? There better not be a single mark on it. Sam claims you can drive. Maybe so, but you ain't using my ride. Use your cash to pick out a set of wheels. I'll call you later. Oh, hey, I forgot. Samantha called. You're in. Now that you got yourself a set of wheels, head over to my garage. And don't bother looking for races, because there's nothing going on. Don't keep me waiting again. See you there. give you the 411. Everything in the Bayview race scene goes through me. And if you haven't noticed yet, it's the place to be. The race scene here is big. Whatever you like, you can find it, if you know where to look. Drag, drift, circuits, and way more. The scene runs so deep, we're racing in places you wouldn't believe. Of course, with that comes an opportunity for some serious money. Best of all, there's an invitation-only series called the Underground Racing League for the elite driver, where the coin and the props are off the hook. All it takes is the right cred and the proper connections. Remember, this is my town. You're a guest, so max respect. Round back is Tommy. He's a wizard under the hood. He'll hook you up.
Hey, dude. Rachel set it up so you can handle all your business out of the garage. She set aside some room for you. Come on, I'll show you where you can store your rides. Yo, here we are. Your own personal space. You can lay out all your parts and gear here. There's also some tools in the back so you can custom tune your ride.
Hey, by the way, I forgot to mention that there's a lot of action in the city tonight. I've uploaded the race locations into your map. Go out there and start making a name for yourself.
Hey man, if you haven't already heard, I'm in the know when it comes to all the tuner gear coming and going in Bayview. If a shop's got something prime and worth looking at, I'll hit you on your SMS and let you in on it. The stuff usually goes fast, so pay attention to your message alert. Don't thank me. Hey, yo man, Street Drag is the influence behind everything we got. Check it like this. The RPM is the key to getting ahead of the competition. Launch at the right time and rocket into the lead with speed. But if you're slow about it, you'll end up at the back of the pack. Launch is followed by shift, so it's next. It's the daddy of success, so hit it up at the perfect shift point for max power. Now remember, if you slam it too soon or too late, you'll be coming in last. If the other guy gets past you, just chill and slide into his slipstream and sit in his draft. Gain precious speed, and then make your move to bounce right on by. This is gonna be big, dog. You ready? Good. Go out there and prove yourself.
Hey, nice race back there, but here's a little tip for you. I don't know how things worked in that cow town you came from, but just winning here ain't enough. You build your reputation by destroying your opponents. Margin of victory is as important as winning. found it. Horsepower equals speed, so bolt on everything you can. Right here is the place to do it.
Check this. The drift is all about style and control. Remember these three words: speed, steering, and handbrake, because they all play a factor in setting up those sweet moves that are gonna get you racking in some heavy points.
Upgrade the brains of your ride by swapping out the stock computer with a super chip.
step up to the plate. Yo, man, that was a tight race. Real tight. Good job.
Hey, yo,
Motocross. This is the hottest new kick slam in the race world. These here tracks are tight. There's very little room to bend the curves, so make sure your ride's dialed in right.
You're raising some serious hype out there. Looks like a couple of companies want to represent you. That means you qualify for the underground racing league I told you about. No traffic, no streets, just pure driving. All of it takes place on a controlled private course. Now, since you've set up shop with me, I'm gonna act as your agent. I'll take a cut off the top in return for letting you know what's worth looking at. Did you hear? The tunnel to Beacon Hill just got cleared. You should scope it out. Talk to you later. You're really kicking it out there. Nice job. If you want to keep winning, you're going to have to keep your ride on the cutting edge. These guys will help you do just that. They're stacking premium parts and gear here, so check it out and see what'll work for you.
Back to the projects where it belongs. Yo, son, you ain't nothing but a warm-up to the real deal.
Yo, you picked a bad night to cruise up on me. Through for you on this one.
Tighten your gearbox and shorten your throws by upgrading your transmission and relaying that power to the pavement.
know, dog. Word on the wire is that there's some action brewing at the stadium. I haven't been able to pinpoint the exact location, but you should be able to find them without much problem. It should be some easy pickings, so I thought you might want in. Good luck. I'm out of here.
Hey dude, I just sorted through the last stack of contracts. A lot of sponsors want to sign you up for the Underground Racing League. So I picked the best of the best for you. Just let me know who you want to sign with. Yo, dude, you've got some work to do. Now that you've signed with a sponsor, you've got to kick it at the following events to complete your deal. They're marked on your mini-map by the X icons. Now go show everyone why you're the right choice. tighten your ride and get rid of that stock suspension for firm hold and grip. Nitrous oxide is the glycerin of the race world. Rack it under your hood to give your ride that extra. Your contact patch on the blacktop is crucial, so upgrade your rubber as often as possible. You know, going fast needs to be balanced with stopping fast. Throw a brake kit on stop, just as fast as you get going.
Hey, what's up, money? Yo, I got some action for you. Nah, I haven't been able to pinpoint the place, man, but it's somewhere in the Beacon Hill area. Crew tells me some easy pickings. Y'all, I'll give you a shout if I hear any more. Peace.
Put your car on a diet. Less weight means more speed. It's as simple as that. Accessorize your ride with style and turn some heads when you race by upgrading your car's looks and audio right here.
Bond